What is 100% legal move in a game or sports that is frowned upon and viewed as a D move? In soccer, if a player is lying on the ground injured, and the other team has the ball, they will often kick it out of bounds to stop the game and allow medical staff to come on the field and tend to the injured player. Then, when play resumes, the injured player's team will have a throw-in. The unwritten rule is that they will throw the ball back towards the other team and allow them to have possession again. Essentially as a gesture of goodwill. It's totally legal for them to not do this, and instead throw the ball to their own team. But is absolutely a huge D move. Marrying a rich sim. Selling off all of their valuables and then divorcing them. In chess. Not resigning in a clearly lost position. If you're gonna make me prove that I can checkmate you with KRR versus K, it means you don't respect my ability or you're just wasting my time out of spite. When your little bro smacks you and you smack back, he goes crying to mom. Bitch. Wreck hoops. Calling for the ball when you're on the opposing team. Actually a legit strategy. It just takes people by surprise because they don't realize it's a viable strategy, but putting 4x houses on every piece of land you own in Monopoly and not upgrading to hotels. This stops other players from purchasing houses. Bunting with a perfect game on the line. Picking Oddjob 007 GoldenEye. Asking an opponent whose English is not their first language if they will concede to you in a Magic the Gathering tournament and then running to a judge to get them DK'd for using the wrong terminology in response to you. Spawn camping. Because look, I've seen the opening to Saving Private Ryan and when the boats ran ashore and lowered their ramps. And you knew the enemy stationed on the beach just waiting for those ramps to lower. It didn't just make me feel badly for watching people die, but how they died. I remember thinking, shit, spawn camping in real life is just as dickish as it is in the gaming. Shooting a basket on your side to miss and grab the rebound to bump up your stats. Ricky Davis while on the Cavs was one rebound away from a triple-double. He got the ball inbounded. He was alone. Shot at his basket and missed. Grabbed the rebound. The backlash was impressive. In MMA, faking a glove touch and using it as an opportunity for a free shot. In hockey, shooting the puck into your opponent's skates during a line change to force a too many men on the ice penalty. According to Alabama fans, catching a failed FG attempt and running it back for a touchdown to win the game in an absolutely spectacular upset is a dick move. Comma. Standing on the edge of the map on Smash Bros with Pikachu, and then zapping someone as they're trying to get back up. I only hear this complained about in hockey, but running up the score. Apparently once the game is out of reach, you're supposed to stop trying so the millionaire professional athletes on the other team don't get their feelings hurt. Not moving your back row in checkers. Teabagging. Taking advantage when another cyclist has a mechanical incident. Becoming a human Beyblade at Eddie Gordo in Tekken. In football, or soccer for any Americans, continuing to play and not kicking the ball over the sideline when an opposing player is hurt and on the ground. Card counting. Flipping your bat in baseball. I don't agree with it at all. Pitcher strikes out the side, he yells and pumps his fist. Batter hits a home run and throws his bat and suddenly people want to brawl. Double standard. Freaking Zerg Rush. $1. Bob. Screen peeking back in the day when you would be playing split screen Halo 2. Calling for the ball from the opposite team when playing a pickup game. Bidding $1 on The Price is Right. According to my friends, using the poke in the eye move in lunch money. They failed to read the rules and didn't know that it would prevent them from moving for a round after I hit them with it. When I used it and then comboed them to win the game. They called it invalid and now won't play with me. Sorry guys. But you had the rules on your lap. You could have looked down. Read what the card did. Then blocked it. But you didn't, and that's why I whooped your asses. When you are winning a game convincingly and there is little time left, and rather than do the victory formation play, you pad your lead with another pass or run. This is in American football at least, and it is considered inconsiderate. Poker. You are 100% allowed to demand to see the loser's hand. Some players prefer to mark, discard, their cards without showing them when they can see that they are beaten. This is normal practice. But the traditional rule is that any player who was dealt a hand, even a player who has folded, has the right to see the hand of any player who was involved in the showdown. The purpose of the rule is primarily to enable collusion between players to be exposed. And it is considered poor etiquette to insist on the right to see a discarded hand without good reason. In particular, a player should not continually demand to see another player's hand so as to analyze that player's style of play or simply to irritate the player. And the winner of the pot should not ask to see a loser's hand. Formal poker games often have the rule that the right to see discarded hands at showdown can be revoked if overused by a player. Double quote. When introducing a board game to a new set of players that you have a great deal of experience playing, using your experience to soundly trounce them. Let them win the first time, so they'll play with you again. Hitting a batter with a pitch. It can be easily disguised as a wild pitch, but that tends to clear benches. Some girl on a basketball team started doing backflips on the edge of the court, distracting the other team so her teammate could make a basket. Using Smeagol. Fuck Smeagol. In football, this happened just last year. The Ravens are up 7 points to the Bengals. They have to punt. Give the ball to the other team via a kick. Close bracket. Instead of kicking, the entire team holds the opposing team, illegal, to prevent the lineman, guys going at the kicker, from reaching the kicker. The kicker goes out the back of the field, sacrificing 2 points, but because the clock hit 0:0 the game was over. Had they kicked the ball, the opposing team could return the ball and score 6 points and an extra point, 1, and go to overtime. I was playing what I thought was beer league softball. A league that was listed in the guide as co-ed beginner softball but ended up being full of aging jocks that confused Wednesday night games on a shitty field with Game 7 of the World Series. My team was down by 14 runs. Another frustrating game. I hit a weak grounder, and as I was running to first I said, "Don't drop it." And the first baseman did drop it. It was a bad throw because the guy throwing it thought he had to be Derek fricking Jeter even though he was only a few feet away and I run real slow. The first baseman was really pissed and ranting about how I could have gotten her seriously injured with my shot. The second baseman said, "When you're on your way to second, I'm going to clothesline you and knock your head off." I apologized, but not sincerely. "Sorry. That was wrong of me. Move. Can we just play the game?" But the whole other team kept shouting about how they were going to beat me up. I don't think anyone came out of this one looking okay. Fortressing an X-Wing. You just point your ships at each other in a corner. Have them keep bumping into each other. And never engage the enemy. And in Armada, just running away and playing overly defensively. You can lose, but get a 6-5 point split with your opponent and effectively knock both of you out of a tournament. The Hacker Shack in the NBA. In football, what Nacho, a Real Madrid player, did here. Playing Timo. Fuck you, Timo.